Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Barcelona are back in La Liga action as we'll be taking on Real Betis at the Camp Nou in what should be a really good game, and of course we'll be looking to make it 3 wins out of 3 under Xavi in La Liga. As I said, this is going to be taking on a high-flying Real Betis side under Manuel Pellegrini, and it will not be easy at all. In fact, this should be a really good fixture, a good watch, and certainly it will be a crucial one too to start the month of December. And this fixture will be coming to us live, of course, from the Camp Nou, so back at Barcelona's home ground in Catalonia, and it will be 4:15 PM local time kickoff, so watch out for that one, guys. That's our first afternoon fixture under Xavi so far. And right here is how the La Liga table looks coming into this game. Barcelona currently sitting 7th place, Betis, on the other hand, are actually currently sitting 5th, 4 points above us, although it is worth noting that Betis do have one game played more than us. Of course, we do have the game in hand, so that means if we pick up victory in tomorrow's fixture, we will be putting ourselves in a really good position to put some damage on the top 4. And let's begin here with Barcelona, who do actually come into this game off the back of our first away win in La Liga all season when we beat Villarreal 3-1 away last weekend. And I think that victory away to Villarreal, to me at least, it felt like a big victory. It felt like a statement win. It felt like the sort of result that we need to start getting in La Liga if we are going to climb up the table. And I think despite the fact that we weren't very convincing at all, I think we came off that back of that game thinking, oh, that wasn't great. That was really unpleasant to watch actually for large parts of it, and I think we can recognise, guys, we shouldn't be playing like that against Betis. If we do, we will struggle. I think at the same time we do recognise it was a big win. It was a really important win for Barcelona, so I think coming into this game now against Betis, I honestly see this as a huge and massive opportunity for Barca to go and win. To go and beat Betis at the Camp Nou after beating Espanyol in the derby, after beating Villarreal away from home. If we then go and beat Betis, it would feel like a big triumph to me, a really big triumph, certainly to the fans, hopefully to the players. So as I say, this should be a really good one. And Betis themselves are having a very good season, as we saw there. They are 5th in La Liga. They are just 1 point off 4th. They're doing very well indeed, and this will be a really hard game for Barcelona. But what I am intrigued to see, guys, is our development out on the pitch tomorrow. And I say that because, yes, I think in every game under Xavi so far, we're looking for the development in our play, in our style, the introduction of new ideas, 100% true. But I think in this game specifically, we've actually had our first proper full week of concentrated training in between 2 games. Villarreal on Saturday, Betis on Saturday. Xavi's had the week there to work with the players, and actually he's been able to work with quite a concentrated group. Look, we know who's out. Pedri, Braithwaite, Agüero, Ansu, Roberto, they're not going to be featuring. But other than that, guys, Xavi has the group, and actually quite a large group. You know, it's not a group that's completely plagued with injuries. There's enough players there. There's enough, personnel to excite the fans there. And I think Xavi would have now had a good chance to work on some things during the week, to really implement some of his ideas. And hopefully, come tomorrow's game, we see some of the new ideas that the group have been working on midweek. And I think certainly personnel-wise, in terms of how Xavi lines up, he has some really big calls to make tomorrow. This one is quite hard to predict. So without any further ado, shall we get on to possible lineup for Barcelona in tomorrow's game? So here we go then, of course. In goal it will be ter Stegen. I think formation-wise, again, under Xavi, it can be very fluid, let's say, mid-game. What I've gone for to start with is this back 4. I've gone for Alba left back, Piqué and Araujo at centre-back. I think Longley won't play unless we play a back 3. I think Eric Garcia needs to be taken out of the team. He just struggled a bit too much for me against Villarreal. I don't think Mingueza will get the nod. And I think also, guys, the back 4 in a way, it gives us a chance to bring Serginho Dest back in. We've heard rumours that Dest isn't a player who's been favoured under Xavi so far, who Xavi sees as an option to maybe go out in the winter period or something. So I think starting Dest in this sort of game with Alba on the other side, with Araujo and Piqué at centre-back, it gives us a chance to see something good. Back 4 for Barca. Will Xavi go for that? I think if he does, this is an option. In midfield, I've gone for Busquets, De Jong and Nico. I don't think Nico played well enough against Villarreal, but I think Nico's the sort of player we could do with in this game, so let's see what he can produce for us. De Jong and Busquets, of course, you'd expect both of them will start anyway. And then further forward, I've gone for Gavi on the left there, Abdi on the right, and Memphis up front. If Dembele's fit and he's ready to start, then certainly if Dembele plays, I would not be surprised at all. But I think 1, Dembele probably won't be fit to start. 2, he still hasn't renewed his contract. And 3, I think Abdi himself deserves to start. He's been very good so far for Barcelona, and he deserves to play in this sort of fixture. On the other side, of course, you could have Abdi on one side, Dembele on the other side. That could be a dangerous combination, but I think right now Xavi is kind of in a situation where he doesn't really want to take out Gavi, Nico, De Jong, Busquets, and that leaves us, having to play 4 midfielders in a way. What this does allow is Gavi to tuck in, Alba can push on that way down the left-hand side. You can almost go into a back 3 if you like in some stages, so it gives us a chance to adapt really, and I think Xavi likes that, the fluidity mid-game in formation. He doesn't like it being set. Of course, we still will be needing that natural width, so if Gavi can't hold it, then Alba will have to. And let's now move on to Real Betis, who, as I've said quite a few times already so far in this match preview, are having a very successful season. I think already, actually, last season under Pellegrini, we saw some really good development from Betis, but this time around, they've really turned the corner. They've been doing very well, and they're on a complete track this season to have a really good campaign. If we take a look at all 3 tournaments they're in, just last Thursday they booked their spot in the next round of the Europa League, the round of 32 that will be. On Wednesday night, they won 4-0 in the opening round of the Copa del Rey, so they'll be progressing that. And of course, here in La Liga, guys, as we know, they're doing extremely well, and they will actually have their eyes on a top 4 finish this season. Right now, Betis are just 1 point off their Sevilla rivals, Sevilla. Of course, they're already 4 points above us, and actually Betis have actually scored the 3rd most goals in the division so far this season. So I think coming into this game, guys, to the Camp Nou tomorrow, there's absolutely no reason why Betis won't feel confident at all. They'll know that they can have ideas in their play. They know they can hurt us going forward. They play good football. They have a good system. And I think inside, they'll be feeling really confident, and that should make it a very good game. However, before we go any further, guys, we must note that Betis will be without, I suppose, star man Nabil Fekir. He is out of this game. He will not be available, and that's due to suspension. Frustrating one for Betis, and that will certainly be a big miss for them. So moving on to match prediction, I've gone for Barcelona 3, Real Betis 1. It's a hard one to predict, it really is. It could go either way if you think about it. Betis, I think themselves, as I said, will be quietly confident of actually getting all 3 points here with the way they've been playing compared to the fragility of Barcelona right now. But I think if we're on our game here, and if we really have worked on a lot midweek under Xavi with the full week we've had, then honestly we could be seeing something big from Barcelona tomorrow. I'm hopeful. I'm looking to see the development in our idea of play. I think when I look at this match from a Barcelona point of view, it should be a really good one. Betis usually are a side that come out and play with their options in the final third. Yes, that can hurt us. That should make things, really hard for us to defend against. Willian Jose, Juanmi, Canales, we know they've got dangerous players. But what it also always does is give us the chance to go forward. And we like when teams leave spaces against us. So if we can capitalise, if Memphis has his shooting boots on, then we will be in luck tomorrow. So look, I think both sides will be thinking, hang on a minute, I don't think your defence is very strong at all. We'll be thinking that about theirs. They'll definitely be thinking that about ours. So that's why this one should be a really good watch. But as I say, I'm looking to see those developments that we've made during the week under Xavi. Let's see how he sets up. Let's see our idea of play. And that's when I'm going to wrap up the match preview. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Leave any of your thoughts ahead of this game in the comments down below, or any other questions you may have, regarding Ferran Torres or transfers or the CVC agreement or anything. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you after tomorrow's game, and goodbye.